Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel, and we have the Hot Pursuit event that has just started. Now, these kind of events I absolutely love, and I also absolutely hate them, and I will explain why. So obviously, as you can see, there's two sections to this event. You've got the top, and then you've got the bottom. Now, the bottom part is nice and easy because you can earn the flags or whatever they are in games. So all you got to do is you get them for victories in tier 5 to tier 10 tanks. Now the class 2 and higher mastery badges also earn them as well. So if you get a class 2 or a class 1 or a a mastery, I think you earn a little bit more. So of course there are a few good things. I mean, you've got the camos, you've got gold tokens there, you've got you've got some crates, and of course this whatever this is, which is just a collectible, which I'm not a lover of, to be fair, these collectibles. And of course right at the end you can get a free tank, but it is a tier 5 tank, and it is the Renault G1, which we are going to play. The top one is what I freaking hate, because the ultimate goal to this is to get to the end, obviously. So you need 6 for the first one, 15 for the next, and 25, etc, etc, all the way to the end, where you need 398 to get this right here, which some people want. The backgrounds, they're okay, but I'm not a lover of, especially the amount of money they cost. But people are going to want this token right here. Now, this token or this coupon, you're able to then go to the store and you could purchase one of 3 tanks. Now, them 3 tanks are the WZ111, which is absolutely poor, the Titan 54D, which is nothing special at all, and the T77. So the T77, okay, is a good tank, which we are going to play, but I mean, you have to earn a lot of them bullets or shells to be able to get that. Now, the only way you can earn them, of course, is in the store and in the gold section. So you have to buy gold. You have to actually buy gold to get them. Like, what's the point of that? You might as well buy gold, and then I know you get gold as well, and you get to keep the gold, but I'd rather just buy the amount of gold I need for the tier 10, for the tier 8 tank, the T77. What, it usually comes for between 10 and 12k gold. I might as well buy 10 or 12k gold worth, and it probably works out cheaper. So yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the fact that you have to buy gold. I can't see why they couldn't have done it where you've got the bottom event where you just have to get victories, and then the top one, if you get the second class or the first class or the ace, then you get them. Like, that's what they should have done. So yeah, I do like these events, but I also hate them. I like them because at the end of the day, you still can get a free tank. You still get camouflages, backgrounds, or whatever they are, avatars. So yeah, it's still good to have a free event at the end of the day, but the top one is like a paid event, really. So we're going to look at the 2 tanks. Of course, this one right here, if you do go and buy some gold, then I would definitely recommend the T77. Now, the T77 is basically a tier 8 T57. I don't think it's as good. Of course, it's not going to be as good as the T57 because it is, of course, 2 tiers lower. So it has 2 shells instead of the 3. Now, the Cannonball Camouflage, I love the way this looks. Honestly, I do love the way the tank looks with this camouflage. I think it looks absolutely fantastic, and it's a good tank to have in your garage. Like, it's got its pluses, it's got its pros, it's got its cons. Obviously, a beautiful ammo rack against that T54 lightweight, which makes us that actually was very important, because at the end of the game, we're not going to watch it to the end of the game, because I do kind of mess up towards the end, but yeah, it was a good start of the game. Within a minute I managed to clear a light tank that could be a nuisance later on. Stupid bounce there into the Chimera, which again could become important later on. But you know, it's not really too much about the battle. I just really wanted to show you the advantages and the disadvantages of the tank. I think the armor profile could be a little bit better, I'm not going to lie. It has 2 shells, not 3. If it had 3, I'd be happy with everything the way it is. But because it has 2, I just feel the armor profile could be a little bit better, like especially the turret. It does have a strong turret, but I think there's a lot of weak points in that turret, just like there is the T57. So I feel it could be a little bit better when it comes to armor profile, but it's definitely a nice tank to have in your garage. And if you are purchasing gold because you need gold, then yeah, it is, I suppose, a nice little addition. If you wanted a certain amount of gold and then you get the shells with it, then yeah, I suppose it's a bonus. I just don't like the fact that that is the only way you could get these shells. So it is a little bit annoying in that sense. So that's enough of the T77. As I've said, I do think it is a fantastic tank to have in your garage. It is a go-to tank as well. I do admit it is a go-to tank when it comes to tier 8. It is, if you compare it to the other heavies in tier 8, I think it is perfectly fine. And definitely playable, and definitely a tank that people will play. So moving on to the tier 5 free tank. Now this isn't the best of tanks, again, I'm not going to lie, but we can't complain too much because at the end of the day, it is a free tank. The Renault G1. Now, I can't even remember, this has been out. I know it's been out because when I first looked at it, I thought, hey, is this a new tank? But yeah, I remember it being out. I have already played games in it, so it's been available once before. But again, I know it's a tier 5 tank, and a lot of people don't give a crap about a tier 5 tank, but there are also people out there that do. And that's what, you know, a lot of people complain, oh, it's only a tier 5 tank, but, you know, that's because you don't play tier 5. But there's a lot of people out there that do play tier 5. And there's also a lot of people out there that don't spend money in the game. So getting a free tank in their garage is a decent thing. At least they can play a premium tank or a collectible tank. And if they don't want it, they can always sell it. You know, you're not going to get too much for it. But yeah, if you don't like it, you can always sell it and get a little bit of gold from it. So it's a good event all round. If you don't want to play it because, you know, it's a tier 5 and you don't care, then easy, earn it for free, then sell it, then you get a little bit of gold for free. Like, it's a win-win for everybody, and that is what I do like about wargaming. And I've said it before, everybody, loads of people, all YouTubers have said it before, that is what they don't get enough credit for. The amount of tanks that wargaming have given away since since my early days in Blitz. There's loads of tanks that they've given away, and a lot of them have been good tanks as well. They're not always going to be like super OP, no, of course not. But over the years, wargaming have given away a lot of tanks, and this is just to add into that collection, you know, add into your garage, or if you don't want it, sell it for a little bit of gold. So we are going to go back and just see just how much gold you can actually earn from this. So it makes you, you know, it's one of them events you don't really have to worry about. You just play, and eventually you'll build it up, and if you play enough, then you'll easily get it for free. So yeah, there's the G1. Again, nothing special, but, you know, it is a free tank after all. So if you did want to sell the G1 there, let's just go over to the French, and we'll see how much you can sell this tank. So 250 gold. You might as well keep it. You might as well keep it. That's another thing, you know, these free events. I wish they did sell for a little bit more, you know, like 1500 gold, just 1500 gold, nothing too much, but 1500 gold, because those that don't want to play tier 5, there's no reason for them really to play the event. You know, you're not going to play all that time to gain all the way up to the top, what, for 250 gold? Yeah, that does suck. I'm not going to lie, that does suck. But there it is. At the end of the day, it's a free event. It's a free tank that people can have in their garage. So let's all be happy. So let me know what you think of the Hot Pursuit event in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Meadsy, and I will catch you all soon. Bye-bye.